Yeah, I think one of the reasons I chose to come to Miami was because of the fan base. For one, there was a fan base before there was a player, so um, you could see them in the stands. Their passion, and they've waited so long to have a team here, and I think we can say that we disappointed them this season. It just wasn't good enough from the first game to the last game, and um, just so happened I think today might have been our first loss that was by more than one goal. So we can't make any excuses for what's been happening here, but uh, we can thank them for their support, and hopefully they stick with us and understand 2020 wasn't a normal year, and um, hopefully uh, they'll be out there next year to support us at the stadium. Uh, yeah, the first one. As a defender, uh, it's on us to close down shots. Uh, I think being along that back line, there wasn't enough communication, but between all of us on who should step, when they should step. I also think Nashville's very good at honestly playing kickball. They have their center backs and they play 60-yard balls in the air, and um, with our midfield pressing and our sixes pressing and Will pressing and Blaze trying to press, it left a lot of gaps, I think, between the defenders and the midfield, and that's where you saw the two goals come from. And as a defender, you are trying to delay as much as possible, and um, guys running through behind me on the first goal, no matter whatever, it's a part of it. But uh, sometimes you got to tip your hat because the first goal is a shot that you give him um, most times out of 10. So he struck it well, and I don't think that PK was a PK at all. I was honestly saying I'll be shocked if it stayed a PK and they didn't even. Oh, I guess they checked it upstairs, but whatever. It's we have to do better. We have the communication has to do better. The language barriers have to be better. Too many guys don't speak Spanish. Too many guys don't speak English, and that leads to not communicating on the field. Yeah, I wish I knew the answer to that, man. Obviously, we're an expansion team. The team was made very, very late in 2019 into early 2020, and then we got guys coming in throughout the entire season. It makes it difficult to gel and to bond, and then you throw in COVID, and I think the first two games you saw a team that was feeling kind of confident in what we were doing, and then COVID hit, and then we're all separated for a couple months, all doing our own things and just chatting on Zoom meetings, which you don't really get to know a teammate that well, especially on the field, obviously, when you're not training day in and day out with them. So, but that's no excuse because Nashville is an expansion team and had to go through the same stuff as us. So, I wish I had the answer to that. I think when this is all said and done, man, I told somebody the other day you could write a book about all the things that have happened to this team, individually, collectively, on the field, off the field, and it could be a long book. Unfortunately, it ends tonight, though. Yeah, unfortunately, man, it's felt like that. It was literally one thing after another with guys on the team. Um, and then even in the game today, it was almost exactly what's happened throughout our year. On the defensive side of the ball, we're not good enough at pressing and stopping shots. And on the flip side, I looked up at the scoreboard one time and we had 9 shots. They had 3 shots and they had 3 goals and we had 0. So on both sides of the ball, we have to do better. And that just comes with training and being better. We got nobody to blame but ourselves. I think a lot of guys can say they didn't live up to what they came here to do, unfortunately. And we have to go in the off season like that, feeling like that, and no matter who's here next year, I'm confident that this team and the people who are running it are doing the right thing. So we have to keep our head up and everybody move forward. I feel like if I answer that question, I'm making excuses, to be honest. And that's the last thing I want to do, because at the end of the day, like I said, we just were not good enough for a lot of reasons. But you hear coaches sometimes say, I don't want to make excuses, and then they name excuses. I'm not going to do that. I put it on my shoulders and the guys' shoulders that we just weren't good enough, and we weren't prepared well enough to win the game tonight.